Let's talk about the top four teams then. We knew it was going to be between Spurs and Arsenal, who finished fourth. Spurs had it in their hands. Both sides scored 5 goals on the day, but it is Spurs who take that top four spot. What have been your thoughts on what we've seen here?
Well, couple. Antonio Conte, it just for me always an incredible manager. I think you and I would probably have soft spots for some of these players or managers that come from Serie A. He's a winner. I don't care what anybody says. If he needs money or he wants this or that, who doesn't, right? Same with Pep, same with Klopp. Everybody wants good players. Once he does have him, he knows what to do with him. And I think it was telling even on the first goal because what turned around their season was not just Antonio Conte, but the January transfer window, wasn't it? And you saw Rodrigo Bentancur. I mean, pretty much puts in the platter for Dejan Kulusevski on the first one. 2 players that came in January and turned this team around. One of many, but mainly those 2 players. Then, of course, Kulusevski had another goal, kind of typical one where he comes on the right-hand side, left foot to the far post. So he's been telling Heung-min Son, I mean, what a season, tied with Mo Salah on 23 goals. I think Mo Salah has more assists on that, but it doesn't matter. And Harry Kane, who we still do not talk enough about, right? Because he had such a slow start. Slower than normal because he's always had slow starts.
Because of what had happened in the summer, we thought he almost wasn't going to be there. You think that must have affected him at the start, right?
There you have it. And you look at him, right? I mean, you look what he's done as of late. I mean, I don't even want to say arguably because, it's my opinion, so I'll give it. But in the last couple of months, the best, the best striker in the world, really. I know Karim Benzema, I know what he does, but if you look at Heung-min Son, if you look at the resources and you compare to what he had to do with Son and everybody else, he's done a tremendous job. So credit to Benzema, by the way. We'll see what, obviously we'll see him next weekend and he'll probably turn that around. This week, at least, I'm giving it to Harry Kane. So a tremendous job from Spurs because nobody expected it.
Arsenal will be disappointed, obviously, to have lost out on that top 4 spot. But is this a side that do have a bright future ahead of them, young players, a bit of an experience maybe in there now? Is that what we could put this down to?
Yes, but you still have to say that it's an opportunity loss, a massive opportunity loss, because these players may develop, right? They may even get a player or 2 in the summer, and they may not be in the same position next season, because you can always say that Manchester United are going to improve and other teams are going to improve. So obviously, when the season started, nobody thought that Arsenal were even going to be in that position. So you want to give Mikel Arteta credit for that and the young players as well. But, the thing is that once you're there, you better grab it because like anything in life, you don't know if it's going to come around again. So I think they should be, I'm sure they are very, very disappointed with that because they had it in their hands. Last couple of games, if you look at the results, I mean, almost a no-show, in particular in that game against Spurs in the North London derby, right? That wasn't a good time. The last 2 losses wasn't a good time to get him in the fashion that they have, of course. So I think they'd be very disappointed because they've been so up and down. Before that, they were, they won, I think, 4 straight games. And before that, they were on a 3-game losing streak. So that's not how you get to that 4th spot. So it maybe looks better than it is. I can understand why Arsenal fans will look towards the future, but how long can you look for the future? And Champions League, as we know it, is so, so important. So I think it's a massive opportunity loss. And by the same time, you can say it's still been a pretty decent end to the season with all those young players.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.